fishing story and great outdoors glory.
Hey, hi everybody. Kurt Quinnell back on Lake of the Woods on the ice in the Silver Bullet Fish House to start this season off. I've got that new bigger house this year, but the ice is still a little skinny. We're set up on here on, I don't think I'm a foot of ice here, and it's fairly uneven. I should have checked that, but I'm looking at it. It's 8 inches or so, I suppose, right here. But it was thicker not too far away from here. But then, not too much further away from here than that, it was open water 3 days ago. And out there, there's 5 or 6 inches of ice and just a little bit more than this. So, I'm all fired up. At Long Point, you get going here a little bit later. You've been hearing things over Pine Island for about a week now. And they're doing good on this early ice. But I'm just out here. It's a nice day. It's cold out. I don't think it's 0, but it's a nice day. The wind is nice. The sun is out, so we're good that way. So I'm going to see if my ice fishing lines remember what they're supposed to do. I'm just starting off with 2 little jigs, and I'm going to let them hang there and just see if there's anybody around here. Anyway, welcome to it. We're on the ice at the end of 2019, the 2019-2020 ice fishing season here on North Country Outdoors Videos. Welcome to it. Let's see what's going to happen. I've got one more line to get in the water here, and then I'll officially have the deed done for the beginning of the year. Got this line down. It's not a big fish. And I'm fishing shallow. I'm 21.8 feet of water here. Just trying to find the bottom. And I said, wait a minute, that looks familiar. Little sauger, come away, buddy. There he goes. He didn't even ruin my minnow too bad. I'm going to use the same minnow, so that's not too bad. Starting to remember what it looks like now. Well, that was exciting. Heck. I didn't even get the other line all the way to the bottom, and I had my first fish. Now, the second wasn't come yet. But, all right, now I measured this ice. It's about 8 inches thick right here. I got a breaker right next to me. I set up by the breaker because there's a little bit of snow here. And on the other side of that breaker, it's a foot thick. Now, there was open water out here, and it's just behind me is where the open water was. And it's very light winds today. The next wind event we're going to have is from the north, and that's kind of what you want now to hold this ice together while it freezes good and thick. So I'd like to have a little bit more than 8 inches of ice, but this little silver fish house, doesn't weigh anything. I can pull it with the Ranger really easy. I was all excited. That first sauger, that's going to count as my first fish. A lot of times you like to have that be a whopper. Let's talk about the year coming up, all right? I've got a bigger fish house this year. You've seen that. Well, in fact, I'll show you a picture of it. Here it is, all right? And I can fish 3 people out of that. Me and 2 others, really easy. Me and a couple of 3 others, yeah, I can do that too. But as far as getting us out there is going to be the issue with 4 people. But they're not real big guys. We can probably work that out. Line's not even back down there, and there's another fish here. He's there. There we go. Well, this might be bigger than the last one I had, but it's not real big. I'm fishing pretty shallow here, so this is about twice the size of the last one. Another sauger. Man, I'm happy to catch anything here today. Oh, and look, he's got another minnow in his mouth. Here's my jig with my minnow, see, right there? And here's the minnow that he just stole from me a minute ago. Well, you get to go away, buddy. Send this other line. Huh. Well, they're getting bigger. Not real fast, but every one is a little bit bigger than the one before that. Still gets to go home. That's 4. This is going to sound weird, but last year was the same thing, and the year before that is when I first noticed it. A lot of people are using these aggressive baits, jigging spoons, ripping wraps, jigging wraps. Boy, I find just about all winter, if I put something down there that's moving a lot, I get nothing. I'm fishing deep water, and that may have something to do with it. Maybe more aggressive fish are in shallower. And I'm not saying don't not try to use those baits, because it's an awful lot of fun to catch a fish on a bait that you're working aggressively. But I'll notice if I put one down, fish just disappear. If I put 2 baits down on little jigs with live minnows on them, the fish come back pretty often and pretty fast. I see on fishing reports all the time that people are smacking them with these aggressive lures, and I'll try it, but most days if I start off that way I don't go long, because not only on the jigging spoon line or the ripping line I won't get anything, but it seems like it scares them off. If I let everything sit down there and I don't move until I see a fish. When I see a fish, I pick up the line and try to get him to go. Now, I'm not even saying that you should run out and do that either, but if you're running these aggressive baits and the fish just disappear, let things hang. Even let the bait hang there. Just don't move it around too much, because sometimes, and quite often, the fish don't want anything that's moving real fast. 1, 2, 3. Well, still not a monster, but this is a bigger one yet. And by bigger, I'm thinking maybe 1/8 of an inch bigger. But he was sure pulling harder. That's a nice little sauger. There's other fish down there too. I'm going to catch one on this line here. Come on, buddy. Here he comes. Here, just hit this one. Ah! Over here then, buddy. Here, get this one. Hang on there. Well, I think this would be like number 6, isn't it? Ooh. A nice fat sauger. Measure this one. Oh heck. It's a 14-inch sauger. I guess I thought they were 12. Well, I guess I should have kept that one, but he's gone. 1 lines, 2 lines. Boy, I tell you, when fish start biting, you really can't use more than 1. One, 2, 3. There we go. Well, they're getting nicer. Not bad, right? I didn't think I'd catch any fish today because I didn't know that I'd be fishing. There's another 14-inch sauger, and he's puking up minnows like crazy. So here's my culprit. I better start measuring these. I guess I'm not going to keep any today no matter what. But yeah. Man, I'm sitting on 14-inch saugers out here. Uh-oh. Here's a good fish. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Running out of drag on me. I don't know, burbot. 23 feet of water at this time of the year. A big fish though. I'm sure he's got my other line now. He's swimming all over the place. It's a big pike. This is a big fish. See if I can get you down the hole. And he's hooked a little sideways. It's gonna be fun getting him in the hole. He's way over here. Oh, geez, this is a big, big pike. Funny he hasn't bit my line off. I can get his head up in here. Here we go. I retore it off he went. I don't know, I think I can get him. And if I don't, the big loss is my, geez, this is a 40-incher. You ready? And he's hooked right here. That hook came out easy beans. Is my thing even long enough here? Oh, remember his head above a 40-incher? Yeah, he's 36. Well, that's a big northern. Oh, Slot here sends this one back. But holy smokes, huh? Before I wrap it up here, I just want to, I hope you can go fishing this weekend. I really do. You can go online, get reports as to where there are accesses and roads. Everything's going to be snowmobiles, ATVs. You know, Lake of the Woods is known for its walkout traffic, but you do have to go quite a ways. But there's no trucks going out anywhere, you know, and there's not going to be for a while. But if you can come up and get out and fish on these roads, and you don't have to get far away from everything because it's not real busy for one thing. And for another thing, the fish are in close. They're still in close against this south shore here, chasing shiner minnows. So there's a lot of fish around, even some big pike. But if you come up, make sure that you stay where the road operator's telling you to stay. There are some areas, like I said, I'm just a few yards away from 4 and 5 inch ice here, and I'm in 7 or 8. So just because there's ice everywhere, that doesn't mean that you can go anywhere, even on a snowmobile, even on an ATV. Skinny ice is still skinny ice, so be careful with that. I'm going to catch one more fish before we go. There's another fish here. Or at least I'll lose another minnow before I go. Here he is. He's on this line here. One. I don't think he's much. Nope. Alright. Well, anyway, that's what I've got for you this time. Thanks for coming along with me. I appreciate you watching. I'm Kurt Quinnell from Lake of the Woods. We'll see you soon out on the ice.